Closing stock of raw material comes under prime cost. But remember, closing stock always we deduct. Sales minus cost is equal to profit. We used to follow this procedure. Any transportation within the premises, we call it as carriage inward. Hello everyone, I am your Adarsh sir, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So we are in the session 8 called your cost accounting. Now, as I told you in the previous session, we done with many number of problems. As I told you, all the problems are which are related to your previous year question papers. Again, in today's sessions also same thing. We will work out one problem which is your previous year question paper. Now, what will be your agenda? Agenda is very simple. Problems on cost sheet. You may think that why sir is doing many number of problems on cost sheet. Why? Because it is not a small problem. If it is a formula and small calculation, if I do 2 problems and I'll give you 5 questions, solve, everything is same. But in cost sheet, number of revisions are very important. Even though the concepts are same, but if I do 1 or 2 problems, you are not familiar with these things. If I do 4, 5, 8, 10 like that, then you will be familiar with each and every word. Every problem I'll add 1 or 2 extra adjustment. Like in the previous problem, I had added the adjustment like 2:2:1. Like how your electricity as well as rent are distributed. Similarly, few concepts will be added simultaneously in 1 by 1 so that you should be expert in doing cost sheet. Now, the problem is very simple. The following data has been extracted from the books of Krishna Industries Limited for the year 2008. Now, this will be particular as well as rupees. Now, in this, your opening stock of raw material, purchase of raw material, closing stock of raw material. They have given easily, simple format they have given. So, opening stock of raw material comes under prime cost. Purchase of raw material comes under prime cost. Closing stock of raw material comes under prime cost. But remember, closing stock always we deduct. Closing stock always we deduct. Then carriage inward. Carriage inward means what? Direct expenses. Any transportation within the premises, we call it as carriage inward. Now, your carriage inward comes under prime cost. They have given everything in a row, so easy to find out. Then your direct wages and indirect wages. You only tell me where it will come. Yes, direct wages comes under prime cost. Indirect wages comes under factory. Now, your direct wages comes under your prime cost. Indirect wages will come under factory overhead. Hope you are clear. Next, other direct charges. All the direct charges will go to where? Irrespective of further information, all the direct charges will go to prime cost. Now, your direct charges will go to prime cost. Then, rent and rates. They have given directly. The first rent will be for factory overhead and the second one will be office and administration overhead. Clear? So you can call it as cost also. You can call it as overhead also. Then indirect material, simple, it will go where? Factory overhead. Direct material will go to prime cost. Indirect material will go to factory. Direct wages will go to prime cost. Indirect wages will go to factory. Hope you are clear. Then we have depreciation for 2 things. One will be on plant. One will be on your office furniture. Now, plant means what? It comes under factory. Office furniture means what? It will comes under your office thing. Now, your plant will comes under factory overhead, and office furniture will come under, very simple, it will come under your office and administration overhead. Office and administration overhead. This is all about your first part of your question. So later you can take screenshot. Just you concentrate on these things. Now your second part. So what we have to prepare in second part? Simple. Other factory expenses. Simple factory overhead. Other office expenses. Again it is simple. Your office and administration overhead. Management expenses. Management normally take place in what? Your office related. They take reports. They work on in office. So management normally comes under office and administration overhead. Then selling expenses. Selling expenses comes where? Exactly. It comes under sales and distribution overhead. Sales and distribution overhead. Then traveling expenses of salesman. If you want to sell your product, you have to appoint a salesman. And if you want to sell, so you have to give him what? Allowances. What is that allowances? Whatever he travels, you have to pay for that. That expenses we call it as traveling expenses. Clear? Yes. This will be selling and distribution overhead. Then carriage outward. Carriage inward, prime cost. Carriage outward, exactly. It comes under selling and distribution overhead. See, after doing 4 or 5 problems, you are familiar with each and every word. That is the reason we are doing more number of problems. Now, advertisement. Advertisement comes where? It will come under selling and distribution overhead. Advertisement comes under selling and distribution overhead. Hope you are clear up to this. Now, so this is all about your question. Now, in the adjustment they have given, management expenses should be allocated. See, if they have not given this word, we have to consider under office. But in the adjustment they have given, management expenses should be allotted in the ratio of 2:1:2 on factory, office and sales. So whatever management expenses we have, we don't consider only for office, we will consider for factory, office and sales. What is the ratio you have? 2:1:2. 2:1:2. This will be your ratio. What we did in the previous problem, same thing we are doing in today's class also. Now, so these are the information. And sales division, profit is calculated 25% on sales. As I told you, every problem we come up with new concept, new adjustment. Your 95% problem will be similar, but one adjustment will be added. That's why every session we are learning one by one. Normally, how do you find out profit? Your overall sales minus cost is your profit. Again, I'll repeat, overall sales minus cost is your profit. But as per this problem, they are not asking you to prepare sales minus cost, because have they given anywhere the sales price? Is there anywhere sales price? Now see, sales minus cost is equal to profit. Now as per this problem, sales not given. As per this problem, profit not given, only cost that we will find out. Now, so we have only cost. How to find out profit? How to find out sales? We'll do working out for that so that you will understand better. Now, So these are your question and these are your information. I'll go back to your question so that you can take screenshot. This will be your first part of your question. They have not given any information about sales. This is your second part of your question. They have not given any information about sales, but in the adjustment, they have given some percentage. Now, you are supposed to prepare what? As per the question, you are supposed to prepare prime cost, work cost, cost of production, and cost of sales. Finally, you have to find out the net profit also. If you find out net profit, cost plus profit is your sales. Hope you are clear. Now, this will be your answer. I don't take much time in these things. Why? Because you know these things. Now, we already marked direct material, opening stock, your purchase, and your carriage inward. So we have added everything. You got around 4 lakh. Now, from 4 lakh, we will minus your closing stock. 4 lakh minus 60,000. How much you will get? You will get 3,40,000. What is your final answer? Raw material consumed is 3,40,000. Now, you're done with your raw material consumed. Then what you should do? You should add all the direct expenses, direct wages. Now, your direct wages and other direct charges, 2,80,000 and 40. Add everything. 3 plus 2, 5 lakh plus 80 plus 40, 6,20,000 plus 40, it will be 6,60,000. Hope you understood. Now, this is done. Now, what is the next one? The next one is your solution part 2. Up to prime cost we completed, means your first part we completed. What is your prime cost answer? 6,60,000. Now we'll go to the next one. For that, you should add what? Works overhead. Or else we can call it as factory overhead. Now, under factory overhead, you will get indirect wages, factory rent, indirect material, depreciation, other factory expenses. Along with that, I'll go back to your adjustment. Now, what is your management expenses? You have 60,000. What is the calculation they have given? 2:1:2. 2 for factory, 1 for office, and again 2 for sales. Now, 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. So, this will be 2 divided by 5, 1 divided by 5, and 2 divided by 5. Hope you are clear. Now, management expenses they have calculated 60,000 into 2 divided by 5 they have done. Clear? Yes. So if you add everything, you will get work cost. Remember, still you have not taken opening stock of work in progress minus opening stock of work in progress. Have they given in the question? We'll check. In the question, they have not given any information about work in progress as well as finished goods. So we will not mention work in progress as well as finished goods. Now, this is done. Next, your works overhead, indirect factory, indirect depreciation, other, as well as management also be completed. Now, your total value will be 7,96,000. How come you got 7,96,000? I'll go back. Your prime cost 6,60,000 plus 1,36,000. You got 7,96,000. Now, for that you add office or administration overhead. Now, what is office or administration like? Office rent, depreciation on office furniture, other office management. As I told you, 60,000 into 1 by 5. How come it is 1 by 5? I'll go back. As per the question, the second one is office 1 divided by 5. What is your management expense? It is 60,000. 60,000 into 1 divided by 5. Clear? Yes, we have done. Your total is 20,800. The final answer will be 8,16,800. Hope you're clear. Now, once you're done with that, the last part will be selling and distribution. We are not talking about work in progress as well as finished goods. Why? Because in the question, they have not mentioned about work in progress as well as finished goods. Now, selling and distribution overhead. Under this, we have management expenses into 2 by 5, other selling expenses, traveling expenses, carriage outward, advertisement. Where you have all this, I'll go back to your question. See, carriage outward, advertisement, traveling expenses, other selling expenses, all the informations we already have. The same thing we are taking now. So add everything, you got around 46,000. Now go back to your previous total, 8,16,000 plus 46, you will get 8,62,800. Now for this, how to find out these two? That is a major question. We'll find out that. So you got 8,62,800. These two still we need to find out. We'll check that. This will be your working out for your management expenses allotment, like 2:1:2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 2, 5. So it will be 60,000 into 2 by 5, 60,000 into 1 by 5, and 60,000 into 1 by 5. Your final answer will be how much? 60,000. This is a calculation to find out. As I told you, as per the question, what they have given. Sales, we have to find out. Profit, we have to find out. How to find out? So, profit is calculated 25% on sales. Very simple. What is your cost? Remember, your cost is 8,62,800. Now, sales minus cost is equal to profit. We used to follow this procedure. Now, do you know sales? No. The answer is no. Do you know the cost? The answer is yes. What is your cost? 8,62,800. 8,62,800. What is your profit? Again, there is a big question. So, can you do only with cost to find out sales, to find out profit? Yes. How means they have given information. Whatever sales you have on this, 25% is your profit. Clear? Whatever sales you have on that, 25% is your profit. How to find out? We'll find out now. Now, management expenses allotment ratio among factory, that is done already. Percentage of profit given on sales. Percentage of profit given on sales. But sales is not given. As I told you, sales is not given. Percentage of profit may be calculated either on sales or on cost. You can calculate on sales also. You can calculate on cost also. Now, therefore, given percentage of profit on sales is converted into percentage of profit on cost. We'll do that. Simple. Conversion of percentage of profit on sales. In the question paper, they have given profit on sales. But sales, we don't know. Then what we'll do? We will convert this percentage to cost. Because cost, we know that it is 8,62,500. Now, So percentage of profit in sales into 100 divided by 100 minus percentage of profit on sales. How to simplify? Easy thing. Your percentage is 25 multiplied with 100. Any doubt up to this? No. 100 minus percentage. What is 100? 100 is assume that your cost. Now, your 100 minus your percentage, you will get 25 divided by 75. Multiplied with 100, your answer is 33.33%. Again, I'll explain. Your percentage divided by 100 minus percentage into 100. This will be your formula. Now, what is your percentage? 25. This is what? 100. This is what? 25. Multiplied with 100. Clear? 25 will remain same. 100 minus 25 is 75. Multiplied with 100. You will get 33.33%. It is simple. The sales value is not given. That's why whatever percentage is given, we convert it to cost. When you convert to cost, the percentage will be increased. Now, how much you got? 33.33%. This is the option we have given R. Don't go for this. Go for first option. Now, how much you got? 33.33. Simple. What is your cost? 8,62,500 multiplied with 33.33 percentage. If you calculate 2,87,600. 2,87,600 is your profit. How did you get? On cost, you calculated 33.33. Add your cost plus profit, you will get your sales. How much you will get? As per the answer only, 11,50,400. 11,50,400. Remember, this is a working note. Clear? So, the concept is very simple. So, they have not given profit, they have not given sales, but they have given percentage on sales. But without amount, how can you calculate percentage? It is not possible. Then, whatever percentage given 25, we will convert to cost. How to convert into cost? This is a formula. I have simplified there. Now, once you convert, you get higher percentage. That higher percentage will be calculated on cost. Then you will get profit. Profit plus cost is equal to your sales. Hope you are clear. So, by listening to this, you may understand only 70%, but you need to work out. If you work out, you will understand 100%. So, this is all about your today's session, but I'll show you all the slides once so that you can take screenshot. This will be your question, first part. Your question, second part. This will be your solution. Second part of your solution. Third part of your solution. And the last part of your solution. So this is a working note for management expenses. This is a working note for your calculation of percentage of profit as well as sales. So this is all about your today's session. So whatever did today, everything is same what we did in the previous session, but there is a calculation of sales and profit. That is an extra adjustment we have. Please work out that particular adjustment so that you will understand better. Thank you.